Why, hello there, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.12 Survival Take 2. Last episode, I opened a bunch of lucky blocks and got a sweet new weapon. This episode, I'm going to return to work on building for now. I got about 15 or so episodes left. No, I got somewhere around 11 episodes left after this. And so I have to kick the building back into high gear. Specifically, the railway and the site that it's supposed to connect to. And here's the new weapon. It's called the Robobow. It is added by the mechanized Lucky Block mod, and it is very, very good. Ready to get started on this episode immediately. So let's do it. First off, I need to check on the chickens. There's some usable building materials up here anyway. Yeah, I just straight up left these in here last episode. Now, in case you're slightly confused about why I'm ending this here, is at episode 50. Well, it's partly that I feel it's already reached the natural end of it. The house has been built, and really there's not much else I can do. I have the secondary base, but well, the glitches kind of conspired to stop me from building it. Again, this is not the most stable instance. Actually, I might want to put some fancy floors there. And I've actually come up with a solution. A sort of long-term solution. I'll see what I am calling that in a moment. A sort of long-term solution for roofing this part. First, I need to check the stop taking that out. But I need to check the agriculture test. Okay, so I My plan should be pretty obvious at this point. If it's not, that will be in a few seconds. Well, due to the fact that I have to use fast graphics for this series, they're shown as opaque. The leaves on this olive tree are in fact transparent blocks. And they're so much easier to get than sand. Mainly because of the fact that they aren't part of a landscape. Let's try that. I know what this glitch is. It fails to properly update the block. This keeps pushing me out because it still sees the block as being there. Minecraft tends to like to do this when there is a lot of blocks being broken quickly. Or when they're just quick breaking blocks in general, apparently. I'll handle the ones that are being stubborn later. Which is most of them. I can handle the stubborn ones. And yeah, I'm going to in fact have to keep doing this and doing this and doing this until it finally lets me. Well, I don't think it's gonna let me break them until I completely close out Minecraft, so give me a moment. Okay, that took longer than I thought. It broke my shears. And actually, that's why I checked to see how many olive wood saplings I had, to make sure that I'm gonna have to have at least one spare should the next tree fail to bring any saplings. So first, immediately using the bin. As much as I want to get the experience necessary to finish enchanting this, right now I don't want to be in a situation where creepers can attack. Okay, I still don't have enough leaves to finish this up yet, but another tree should be enough to get that many leaves. As such, I'll take one of the spare saplings and plant it. Exactly one. Actually, I should get some food as well. I actually have enough raw meat to start cooking. Oh, I have steak. Nah, that's how good the bounty from last episode was. And now the all the foodstuffs I got last episode are starting to pay off. These first, since they have a higher output. Let's place 1 coal each in respective furnaces. Making sure everything I do. Might need the wood for something. Actually, I might need to make new shears. Although it does seem to be based off of how quickly the block breaks, since when I was flying and shearing, it was a lot more reliable. So I'll keep note of that. The reason I'm using leaves is that they're transparent blocks, but they're a lot easier to get than sand. Also, I just outright love using the railway. It'd actually probably be more practical to use a door with windows, but then you could probably just install windows into this. I mean actual physical windows, not the operating system. Actually, just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to take a nice brief look over the horizon. And okay, there are no hostile mobs out right now, good. Actually, I do need some torches. Got that much. Should also work on the interior of that more. And on the interior of the other one. I'm not quite sure what to floor the interior, and what to floor the stations with. Alright. Putting this in here so they can have inventory, since I'm going to be doing some stuff up. I don't seem to have torches on me. I knew I needed wood later. Actually, I have the 1 stick right now, so I'll just craft a set for provisionally. I'll grab an olive log. And this stick's cool. Here's layer. Well, I actually took him. Put this up for now. The reason I chose this spot is because I'm hoping that there won't be caves here. Because it's a lot more difficult to build underground when you're coming across caves. Or at least from my personal experience. Well, unless you're building a mine, in which case it's actually quite good to come across caves. But mine is not what I'm building. Let's keep going. Yeah, this should be a good starting room. Although it should be taller. Actually, I have steps going down here. Actually, place those here. And I'll get some stairs and a door. Well, actually, night's starting to fall. And I'll let a few mobs spawn so I can XP grind. Do you know what, they may change my mind about this. As I am often wont to do. Let's do slate roof stairs. Nah, let's do cows. They do have an olive door. Okay, perfect. I'll be journeying on foot along. The reason that I'm going along the rails is the fact that, well, this seems to be the safest way to go to this particular area. Actually, there we go. And there's a much. bigger area. And I had an idea I mostly wanted to set up in there, but it would probably be more practical to set up outside. Oh, she is close to Moon's close to leveling up. And that was a mistake. Oh, creeper. Ooh, a creeper. Here. Ah, experience. Oh, I have missed sweet, sweet experience. I didn't realize I forgot what I was doing. Oh, right. A lot of building materials do the outdoors work. Actually, I saved the outdoors work for the next episode. Well, I'll still need building materials to work on the interior. Yeah, let's do this. Up. Ooh. Squish. Smash. Level 5. Ooh. Iron sword levels of attack power. That's actually quite good. 26 health? That actually sounds competitive. Actually. Okay, that was awesome. But now, to get in here and get some flooring planted. Flooring planted. Weird coming out of my mouth. Let's do this. And that's all for now. We'll craft some more later. Let's do it. I went to sleep too early then. Oh. Die. Sit out right in the heel. Oh. Fill that in there, that in there, and we've got more food. The costume, the crafting materials chest, sort. The olive in there, sort. String in there. Spirite in there. Sort. And sort. Sort that. Sort everything actually. This is one of my favorite parts of the cork mod. It actually helps keep. It actually helps staying organized. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, that failed. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for now. If you enjoyed this episode, which I hope you did, despite the fact that it's not up to the quality standards of the previous episodes. Well, if you enjoy it, press that like button. If you want to see more from what's left of the series, then subscribe. If you already are subscribed, hit the bell so that you can be notified when episodes are put up. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for now. Signing off. Peace.